and relativity. What good means depends on where you stand. It doesn't look the same in every culture, every home, every circumstance. Meaning shifts at the border, picks up the dust of whatever ground it's walking on. Good isn't a uniform, stitched in one place and worn everywhere else. It isn't a simple switch, on or off. It isn't just black or white. Yeah, stealing is wrong. Most of us agree on that. And yes, it wounds the weave of trust. But what about bread in winter, when ribs are counting their own bones? What about a parent whose kids haven't eaten in days and the only thing standing between them and hunger is a loaf on a shelf? Is that the same kind of wrong, or is that survival? Morality isn't always a clean rule book. Sometimes it's negotiated in cold rooms. Sometimes it's a small fire people gather around trying to stay alive. Sometimes the real question isn't, is this right or wrong? It's quieter than that, harder than that. It's, what would you have done if you were the one who was hungry, to striving, still? Even if good is complicated, we should still try to be more compassionate. We should try to understand ourselves better. Why we react the way we do, why certain things trigger us, why we make the choices we make. Let us lean toward compassion, like sunflowers rehearsing the sun. Let us carve self-knowledge from the stone of our own reactions. Nobody is finished. Nobody has it all figured out. We're all still learning, still growing, still adjusting. We are canvases never finished, brushstrokes arguing with yesterday's color. Think of yourself as a work in progress. You're not supposed to be perfect, you're supposed to be improving. If you're honestly trying, truly trying, to widen your mercy, to sand your sharper edges, to be kinder, to be more patient, to grow in awareness, to understand yourself and treat people better than you did yesterday, then you are already moving in the right direction. You are already walking in the direction of light. The metabolism of power. Maybe goodness is digestion. How do you metabolize power, pain, perception? When victory crowns you or authority hands you the microphone, do you inflate like a parade balloon? Do you press your advantage into someone else's neck? Do you weaponize revelation? Or do you return carrying it gently, translate the thunder into shelter, integrate the fire without burning the village? Power with humility, insight with openness, strength that remains corrigible. The test is never what you touch, it's who you are when you come back. I weave a trap of self-image, but striving to be good can turn into a hall of mirrors. If your virtue is a selfie, if your kindness is applause-seeking, people-pleasing, then the center of gravity is still you. Helping so you can feel holy is not the same as helping because another soul aches. The goal is not sainthood. The goal is joy and extending that joy outward. Like bread shared across a table, leave the soil richer, leave the water cleaner, let the wildlife inherit something softer than what we found. The boundaries in survival. But sometimes life corners you. Sometimes softness gets mistaken for surrender. One calls you amazing, another calls you unbearable. You cannot anchor your compass in other people's weather. Empathy, yes. Self-erasure, no. I will be good, but I don't take no shit. Survival matters, healing matters. If my pursuit of happiness harms none, and someone still cast me as a villain, that shadow is theirs to own. The purpose in a short life, our time here is brief. Whatever waits beyond the curtain, this act is short. Surely we were not born just to feed an engine we despise, to trade hours for symbols on paper. Maybe meaning is smaller and braver. Passion and work, community at dusk, travel, art, quiet laughter. The point is not currency, the point is aliveness. Do what makes your pulse honest and help others find theirs. Safety is legacy to thrive and to contribute, to raise children who know how to hold kindness without folding, to be a safe harbor in a loud storm, to be a safe person. There's nothing small about that. Safety is architecture of the soul, walls strong enough to protect, windows open enough to trust. That's security, stability, plural goals, 8 billion trajectories, 8 billion definitions whispered at night. Some chase legacy, most just want to survive. You don't know another's aim until you walk beside them. The story is personal, the mission self-written. Fun story. You get to decide.